Thank you. Nico, you left Malaysia a little frustrated as well. Do you understand the reasons for what happened there, and are you quite happy with them?
Yeah, we've definitely discussed it, and it's all sorted for the future, which is important. So, yep.
Well, you had a fantastic race here last year, your first ever pole and your first win as well. Testing's been good, the 2 races so far, you've been competitive, so what chances again here?
Yeah, really looking forward to this weekend, massively motivated, and because I led the race here the last 3 years and finally winning it last year. So this track works really well for me, for the car, and I'm convinced that I can do a really good result here.
I mean, you know what you did right last year. It went on to win the race. Yep. So the thing is to choose, I guess, the same set of regulations and same set of setups as you did last year.
No, unfortunately, it's not quite that easy. Things evolve so quickly. The different tires that we have this year bring us into a whole new situation. So you can't really compare. You need to take it as it comes and really just adapt to what you have this weekend. And so that's going to be crucial also, you know, working through Friday and Saturday morning to try and optimize everything in order to have a great weekend.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. Thank you. Roma, you won your first points here last year with 6th place. What are your feelings after the first 2 races and looking at this race as well? How do you see the current Lotus?
Oh, it was difficult to say before the weekend. We've seen that Kimi won in Melbourne, which was good for the team, means that the car was able to do it. Then Malaysia, we had a good race from the point where it was dry. We know that when it was wet.
Hello, Bianca Leppert from Automotor Sport Germany. Nico Rosberg, did you have the thought in any moment at the end of the race in Malaysia to ignore Ross' words and just to overtake?
Well, at the end of the race, I didn't have that thought. No, I had decided well before to fully respect the instructions that Ross had given me.
Kate Walker, Girl Racer. Nico, as a follow-up to that question, if you find yourself in a similar situation at this race or in any future races, are you going to continue to obey team orders, or are you going to rebel and fight for the win?
The difficulty was that we hadn't really discussed them beforehand, you know, and so that was the mistake that we did. So important going forward is that really everything is discussed, and then whichever way it goes, if I'm in front and Lewis is behind, then he will respect it, and vice versa. Then it's okay, you know, as long as one is prepared for it and it's discussed well and understood. You know, that's the important thing, and that's the main mistake that we did as a team.
Question for Nico. I was wondering, Nico, in coming away from Malaysia, whether you were confident in your own mind that there was genuine equality within Mercedes. There was no number 1, number 2, because it has been suggested now after what happened in Malaysia that Lewis perhaps has number 1 status.
Very confident, yep. No number 1, no number 2. Extremely confident. But you can also answer that yourself in a few weeks' time or a month's time, that question.